So let's talk about the first pull of Algethar Academy. Now, obviously you can go left to the bridge if you wanted to, but I always considered this to be the first pull. You pull the tree trash, you press Bloodlust, and you try to kill it. Now, I see tons of people not do this right. They kind of just walk straight in here and pull these first, the bugs. And that's not really the best way to do this. There's a couple different ways to approach this. The idea is you want to get to the center of the room first before pulling anything, and you can kind of pull everything towards the middle, and it's grouped up much more easily. You'll see here in the first clip that we actually let the first set of insects fly by, and then we go around to the left. These insects do a ton of damage on fortified weeks, so you don't really want to pull them before everything else. They start, jumping on people. Really kind of a pain to get aggro on them. And it's super important as a DPS player or a healer that you don't just run in after your tank and start pressing buttons, because you are going to get a ton of aggro. It's really difficult for tanks to pick up everything here. So give them a second, let them go in first and try to survive for a few seconds and group everything up. It'll make everything a lot easier. One thing to take note of here is that in this first clip, we actually only pulled the first set of the skitterflies, the flying bugs. And you don't need to pull both of them if you don't want to. They patrol around the room, but they only occupy about half of the room each. So if you only wanted to pull one set of them, you can pull the tree boss back towards the stairs or towards the exit, whichever set you pulled. And you can do the boss without pulling the birds, which honestly, they waste a lot of time. They jump around. They're not fun to do. So in the second clip here, you'll see we use the Rogue Shroud to get everyone to the center, to get the whole party there, and then the tank's going to pull from there and pull everything towards us. So you see the Rogue uses Distract to keep the skitterflies there. You don't have to do this, obviously, if you're shrouding the party in, but if you do want to save Shroud for whatever reason, you can Distract and run to the right here. And notice how from the center of the room, right where the tree dude is standing, to pull everything here is much easier than running in from the front and kind of just pulling one pack at a time and trying to group it up. You'll see the tank is just able to allow everything to come to him and doesn't have to run around and get hit in the back and die and stuff. So this is overall just a much easier way to pull this trash, much more organized way to pull it. And a lot of classes like having things grouped up initially so that they can use their cooldowns right away and have their abilities hit everything. Like Shadow Priests really need the mobs to be grouped up before they can start DPSing. So that's it. Just a little tip to make your Algethar tree pull go a little bit smoother. I see plenty of groups come in here and wipe to this. It's happened to me many times, so nothing to feel bad about. But yeah, good luck in your Algethars. It's a pretty tough key. A lot of technical stuff in here to do. I might make some more guides. There's some other tricks in here that are good to know if you want to do this key. It's a very tight timer, so every little bit counts.